Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. This is the Void Executive, and I wish you a good Monday, let's say. How is everyone doing? Hope everyone is doing pretty fine. Today for me it has been quite okay. First thing first, I noticed that we have a new follower on Twitch, Mr. Laurel. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, pretty good. Hey, hello Dugong Lover. Pretty well, and most importantly, pretty excited for this stream because we are going to continue with the project and add yet another mask to the collection. I like how we are going at a steady pace. Once we do this one, we have only 2 remaining masks before we can go ahead and try to work on the final result. Nice today? Perfect. So, 3 remaining, 7 masks in total. I don't know if we'll have any additional masks in the future, but from what I am gathering, I think we are sticking to the ones that are already present. And I was also thinking about once I make the main art for the god, I was thinking maybe do some wallpaper for the victory screen, just to complete the mod for this god. I think it would be nice, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. What are we going to make today? We are going to make the flower mask. The niece of blooming fields, made by Katrina. I will show you all of the references that I've gathered, but I think this one will be pretty fun to make, just like I had much fun with the previous 2, which were the Patriarch of the Sun and the Lady of Autumn Rot. I'm really liking how it's progressing. Of course, the designs we are going to make here are not vague, but not definitive either. These ones are for establishing the overall design, but as we'll make the final version, we can always make those final adjustments in order to bring the characters, really make them come to life. So let's not dilly-dally. Let me show you the references that we have in store. There we go. Okay, so as you can see, we made quite a lot of progress. 4 has been made, 3 remaining, and 2 have been discarded. The one we are going to make today is this one here. I read the description of this mask in particular. Converts devastation into life and generally focused on making things better for future cores to take advantage of, whether due to Fey presence or due to bonuses that last past this season. So it's basically a benevolent god, let's say. And the core idea I want to make of it is to make the only mask that resembles a child, like a flower child or something, and add all of the facial features that should aspire innocence, while at the same time have the flowery themes that further lean into this sort of message I want to give. And then after this we'll have the Reaper of the Equinox, and then the Uncle of the Harvest. I have to admit, I have a clearer idea with the Uncle of the Harvest rather than the Reaper of the Equinox. I will need to ask more details about this one because so if I have more information, maybe it can help me out with the design. This is the youngest of the court. She's the daughter of the uncle. She's powerful but also naive. Yeah, perfect. I think that what we have here will be perfect for the role it plays. Thank you. Oh, happy to greenlight the uncle too. Okay, perfect. Then I think that will be the one we'll do next, if that's okay for you. And okay, let's do a quick recap of what we did in the other streams, including the last one. Just 1 second. So, okay. So what we have here, our progress we made so far is the overall main body of the god, which is this one. Keep in mind that here is the reference of the other gods that are already present in the game, and they are something like this. These are already present in the game. This is their art. And as you can see, we need to take into account the boxes in which there is the text. So what will the general idea is this: have this main body and then have the different masks rotate around it, and then in the main game, each time a season changes, a new mask is placed in front of the face of the god. So the idea is there is this faceless god that changes masks whenever the seasons change. As for what is this Eldritch Horror? It is an Eldritch Horror indeed. This is an art for a game that me and others are making for a mod. The game in question is called Shadows of Forbidden Gods, in which it's a strategy game in which you take a role of one of many available Eldritch Gods, and your goal is to bring the end of the world. Your god has some seals that will break as the turns progress, and you use your agents that will need to infiltrate kingdoms, corrupt heroes, in order to facilitate the awakening of your god. And the cool thing about this game is that it has modding support using the Steam Workshop. And what me and others are doing from the game's Discord is we are making this group project in which we all design this god, which will then be published on the workshop for everyone to use. Welcome to the stream, by the way. And silly Eldritch gods wanting to kill tiny humans for fun. Exactly. And so every person gave an idea for their gods. Let me switch back to the reference sheet so I can show you. So every person has a different idea for this god, because this is a god that changes seasons, and with each season he wears a different mask. And the others are doing the coding part and the design part of the mod, and I am in charge of making the artwork for it. And for each mask I took some references using the idea that each person gave me. And then, going back to the program, here we are now making, for each stream we make one mask. So far, here are the masks that we managed to complete. We started with the Painter of Winds, which I thought of giving it some sort of Middle Eastern vibes, because there is a lot of cloth and fabric that can be used to give this whirlwind effect. Then there is the Steward of the Hoarfrost, which is a winter mask. Something very rigid, very symmetrical, very cold. Then we have the Lady of the Autumn Rot. I was thinking about making this these opposite sides of Lady and Rot, so I made this sort of design. Will there be body horror on the design? Not necessarily. Maybe the closest thing to body horror that we may have is this mask in particular, because it's the Lady of the Autumn Rot, so it has to be some rotting element. But it won't be a central theme of the god, because the god centers around these masks that have different themes and different abilities. And then in the last stream that we did the Patriarch of the Sun, which is something like this. Each one with their own lore and flavor text and things like that. The fate with the world wherever they go, exactly. So what we are going today is the Niece of Blooming Fields. Now let me just create a new folder for it. Niece of Blooming Fields. And then quickly paste the references. There we go. And then we can start sketching. So for those who are new to the project and to the channel, this channel will most certainly always do art streams, and the process we are doing right now is that we are making each mask viewed in the front vision, because we are just establishing the design. Then we'll do the more refined versions. Here we'll make it so it's in a position in the same position of the head, so because in the game every time the season changes, the mask changes and gets placed in front of this guy's face. First thing first, let me change the background to something more specific, more in theme with what we are going to draw. It's something that I really like doing when drawing, is put some background music that's in line with the theme of whatever I am drawing. So we can lower this one and then get in the mood. Let me know, guys, if the volumes are okay. I'll just move the microphone a bit to the side to make room for the drawing tablet. This won't be a thing for long though. And now we begin with the drawing. Good for me, perfect. Let me see if everything, you can see everything, okay. Because for last stream I made a mistake that a good chunk of the stream wasn't visible. Okay, so the niece, something innocent, something naive. I think the references are good enough. In case we'll need more, I'll let you know and show you me searching for the other reference in Pinterest. That's the website I use mainly for gathering references. It's a great source for references, but sometimes we need to be careful because, like with many other websites, including Google Images, it's flooded with AI art left and right, which is something not that good, but it's just a matter of being careful. Okay, so for this one, I need to put some extra care in the shape of the head. Since it's a child, I want to make it different from the others, even in the facial features. And what we usually do is do like one very rough sketch, then we do another one on top of it to add the details, and then lastly we add the colors. So first thing first, I want to make the eyes a bit far apart from each other, something like here, because it really gives off the children vibes. And we also need to keep in mind that this is still a mask, so it has to have some mask features. Oh, wait, wrong level. It's a bit too far apart. Let me fix it. And then we lower them a little. Although I want to make like the eyes half closed, something like here or here. Something more, I wouldn't say anime, but certainly less realistic, more stylized compared to the others in terms of facial features. So let's watch a little bit the references and choose what to put as features. I want to make it like something like this, but one thing I always like to do is try not to make it too symmetrical like this one. Maybe I could do maybe a mix of this and this. Also this, I really like this. Could do maybe like as if this one is part of flower. You can see? Oh shit. Really? Why can't you see? Technical. Okay, 1 second. Let me can see the references. Okay, let me you should be able to see Photoshop, but for some reason... Oh, I see why. Okay. For some reason I touched something that made it disappear. Okay, now you should be able to see it. Okay. These are the references, so I'll explain it again. Sorry for this mishap. Okay. So I was thinking of making something like this but not this symmetrical, and add some elements on this on the face of this one, which I really like. Facial features resembling children, and add this flower theme. And then we'll see how it goes. Now we are doing a very rough sketch just to establish the overall design. Okay, maybe here make it like okay. Be something like this. Let me see if I can. Sometimes it's good to be very loose with the strokes, not stay focused on the details too much, at least not in this initial phase. Okay. Yes, exactly. Yeah, we'll think about the colors later. He said the facial features can be soft and delicate, like a child. Big eyes, big and bright eyes, and smooth skin and light skin. We'll think about the colors later. For now, we are focusing on the overall design and silhouette. Okay, let me just remove this one moment. I'll try to like this. I'm making this these different elements in separate layers so they are easier to edit. So if I need to delete something, I don't delete the other parts that I need to keep. And for this one, maybe... Okay, let's try again. Just this spot. Okay, let me try hide this temporarily and let's see. I want to make it so even the face is like made of different petals. Here, this will be the shape. I'm adding the neck, but I'm not sure if I will keep it. Maybe because here it will be removed. Something like something like this. Let me just keep it. Okay. It won't be visible, but I still want to make it so it has some curvature on the forehead. So maybe add some, let me see what I can do here. Not too sure about this. And then maybe do something like this. Like make some really small flowery decorations. Maybe add a third eye or something. Or maybe... No, I'm not sure about this one. Yeah, something like this. Careful not to make it like a child in the Last of Us season. No, it won't have anything like that. Maybe now it gives that idea because it's not colored yet, but the color palette will be something along the lines of light greens, light pinks. So it will be something totally different. To be honest, I have never played The Last of Us, but I do know the type of enemies that they're present, like those made of those zombies made of mushrooms, I think. Okay, so let me see if I can change this part. Clickers, yeah, the mushroom zombies. I mean, I've never played those games, but I know they are quite... the game is quite awaited. Okay, let me grab one reference real quick for the butterflies, just to have some references. What? I will paste it alongside the other references. There we go. So now we can okay, yeah, so we can correct this one. Okay. It will be something like... Yeah, I took it because of the eye effect it has, which I want to make it so it's similar to the position of the eye of the god itself. No, this one is a butterfly, I think. Moths usually have their wings horizontally and not vertically. There we go. Much better now. Something like this. Yeah, I want to make it although something exclusive to one eye, because I don't want to make it too symmetrical. Something like this for a more 3D effect, and then behind there will be the flower. Can you make also little butterflies flying around? Yeah, for sure. I want to also make it so like it has something over here. Because if you notice the other ones, they always have something outside of their head. For example, you see this one, this is the head, and then there is something around it. Same over here. Same over here. Same over here. I want to make it something similar. Because it's still a god we are talking about. We always need to give it that feeling of being something out of your world. Otherwise it will look like just any regular creature. Something that does, yeah. Not sure, maybe... let me see. I could make something, wait, like... since it's a child we are talking about, something innocent, could try to make something like this. As if it's a piece of clothing, like these children clothing, but made of leaves and flowers. Let's see how it goes. Like maybe something like this, and then like as if it was like a small princess or small prince. Now it's very rough, but that's okay. We'll go into more details later without any issues. Or maybe I'll do it without adding the neck, but maybe make it floating, so something like this. So it will be maybe something like this. Maybe I think this could work. Then something to add over here. Yeah, maybe like I don't know if I really like it's floating right now, because the masks will be floating anyway when they will be on the main god's face. Maybe something like something along those lines. I don't know. Yeah, I think this can be a good start. Now, this will be the very first sketch. Now we are going to add the more detailed sketch. Okay, let's do it like this. And then here, now we go slow and steady. We'll add some details on the butterfly. Okay, something like this. Nothing too fancy, because it's still a sketch after all. And here, maybe this one we can make it smaller. Maybe the eyes are a little bit bigger. And a bit more separate. Okay. Now these lines, I don't want them to be too visible because they will be simple lines shown by the different in the colors. Oops. Okay. And now we add the flower parts. Let me grab something, a new reference just in case. I will add this one to the references. I hope you guys can see. Okay. From here, by doing this more detailed sketch, we already get to see much better results. Just yeah. Now I'll make some other adjustments. And then we add the other flower on the other side. Okay. Now I need to do something about this area over here, because I want to make it like it's a nice transition from the main shape of the head to the flowery bits of the flower. Maybe something like this. Let's see if I remove this one. And like this. I guess we'll see once we do the colors. Okay. And now we add the petals here on the bottom. Let me just double check if everything is going well. Okay, yeah. The recording seems to be okay. How do we do it? I want to avoid making another rose over here. Oh, maybe let me find a different kind of flower. Yeah, maybe something like this. Like, let me just save it. We go back to the sketches. Yeah, something like this. But seen not like this, but like this. And then from here do something like this. And here we'll add all of the different details of the flower. And we could do maybe make it more interesting. Maybe something like this. Oh. Wait, let me just redo it. Yeah, something along those lines. Let me just take off my sweater real quick because it's getting really hot in here. Apologies. There we go. We just save it real quick. Okay, now we add the butterflies, but those are pretty straightforward. Nothing too fancy. Oh wait, let me do something like this. I forgot to add this area here. Okay, now we add the different butterflies. Last but not least, I think we need to add this thing. Maybe I could make it so it's a stem of a flower. Maybe with thorns and stuff. However, let me just lower this real quick. Here. Okay. Let me just check one reference real quick. Yeah, so it goes something like this. And from here, I think we can add the different thorns. Okay, we make it a bit thinner. Maybe also add some like some leaves. Or maybe actually let's remove the thorns and instead add some like some daisies. Then we'll see how it works with the overall design. We can always change it later. And maybe also add some thorns as a bonus. Then we make everything else pop. And then we hide what we don't need. Okay. Cover this spot. Then we could maybe just change it. Yeah. What do you guys think? I think it went pretty smoothly. We can always change it later if in case we don't like it. But I think we can already start with the colors. So we go like this. And then start with the coloring. Okay. So as always, we'll grab our magnetic lasso. Since there are many detached elements from each other, I will make it so the colors are separated. Like I'll make one layer for the head, one layer for the butterflies, one layer for the thing that's below, things like that. This one will be the color of for the head. Then we'll do the color for this flower. And lastly, do the color for I think for this one it's best if I just do it manually. Okay. Now we do the flowers. Okay, let me just change the background music real quick because I am noticing it's not that in theme. Maybe something like this. Let's see how this one is being. Okay, this one is the flowers, and then the butterflies. There we go. Now I want to try something different for making the colors. Instead of going straight in doing the coloring the body, I want to make first, or at least try to make some sort of palette first, like here in the corner. Mix some stuff, see how it goes. So I want we start with that, like something like a light pink, a very light green, like the one you find in the salad. We also add some pure white, something also something like this, and then here like this, and then we can do some more. Something like this. Oh yeah, I want to try maybe a deep purple or blue. Let's mix them up a little. And then we'll try to apply this palette to the overall colors. So I think for this one, we'll start with this one or this one here. Maybe, yeah, wait, let me do something real quick. Okay, let me do something first. Okay, let's separate the butterfly with the rest of the body. Okay. Then add the rest of the head, or the main head, I'd say. And then the roses. It's always a good idea to plan things out first when making the layers, so you will spare some headaches later on. Okay. So now we can go to the main head. And start. Oops. Okay, I just noticed. There we go. So something like this, like this very bright, almost cabbage-like appearance. Use some yellows. This one I want to make it a deeper green. Then the roses. My cabbages! So, for the roses, thing like this, and then we will blend in this color, and then with let me just do it this one, okay, and then one moment, okay. My cabbages. Not sure what you're referencing, but and then the butterfly, something like this, but also switching from here, maybe like no, maybe it's best like this. We can always balance the colors. Then with this one, oops. Can go straight with something like this. And maybe add a deep red. Avatar: The Last Airbender. There's this character, the Cabbage Merchant. Every time he appears, someone fighting accidentally destroys his cabbage cart and cabbages, leading to a response, "My cabbages!" Okay, I get it. Avatar: The Last Airbender is another show that I need to watch. That everyone says it's good. But yet I have yet to try it. I know there is also like Legends of Korra, which is in the same universe, I think. But it's something I need to check out. I mean, I think it's good. Everyone says it is. Let me just change music real quick because it's getting a bit monotonous. It's there are so many good shows, so many good books, but never enough time. Yeah. Like, for example, now that we are approaching Christmas, one movie I want to watch again is Christmas Carol, because I only watched it once when it was at the movie theater, and then I never watched it again. I saw something like this. But yeah, as far as TV series, the last one I watched was I watched the last season of Smiling Friends, and then the last season of Hazbin Hotel. Oh, of Christmas Carol, you mean? Yeah, that's a really nice story. And I need to watch the movie because I remember it was yeah, going together. Oh, you mean the drawing? Yeah, I'm quite liking it. Although I do realize that for now the colors are a bit too bright, because I need to then change it, at least in the when shading. No legal way for you to watch Smiling Friends? Wait, is it banned in Australia? Why? Why did they ban? I mean, I know that in Australia there are some pretty dumb restrictions, but even Smiling Friends? I mean, I'm sure you can find some websites those bootleg websites that have every type of show available. Because it's a really good show. It has a good humor as well. It's a really a shame that's banned in Australia. Okay, so there's no legal way for you to watch Smiling Friends. Yeah, the place Christmas Carol, the artists coming together. Okay, sorry. We have to strategically transfer the equipment or an alternate location. Yeah. Which is really a shame, if you ask me. Okay. Now that we have the base colors, I need to make it so it's not as bright. Still, yeah. Strategic transfer the equipment of an alternate location. I mean, yeah, just don't watch it on the main platforms, they are the ones with the region restrictions. I'm sure there are plenty of websites that allow you to watch stuff for free. Especially these days where for everything you need a monthly subscription, it gets tiring really fast. which I guess it's a problem caused by these companies' own greed, if you ask me. I remember when it was only Netflix, it was convenient. Costly to add the show to my intro watch. Yeah, like for example, for the stuff that I want to watch, like the shows that I'm really interested that are in those websites are Invincible and Hazbin Hotel, which are in Amazon Prime, I think. Then I watch Squid Game, that's on Netflix. Smiling Friends, that's on Adult Swim. Like, I can't be bothered doing every subscription just to watch a few shows. You know what I mean? It gets boring pretty fast. They're gonna add something glowing, maybe at the eyes between... I want to make the eyes pitch black. Something like here or like here. The glowing part would be the light on the character. Politicians agreed to, as of December 16, social media is banned for people under 16. Yeah, good luck with trying to enforce that. Like, no one is going to follow that rule. Especially now that social media is so deep within our society. Like, it's virtually impossible to limit social media. I mean, it will be good for those iPad kids, I guess. Let me fix it. We have... Let me just... okay. Country's opinion. Yeah, but I think it will be one of those rules that no one will follow. Like, one of those rules that exist but nobody can be bothered to follow. Like, imagine trying to track... Unless they make it so you have to put your ID and photo, which I think is a big breach of privacy. Unless they do that, it's virtually impossible to enforce. I think that ultimately it's the responsibility of the parents. If they give the iPad to their kids at like 2 years old, that's their fault. But that doesn't mean that the state needs to become a nanny state. They are very tech savvy. Yeah, especially because they grew up in it. There are other steps that could have been taken instead, definitely, yeah. I mean, I don't think that's something that needs to have government intervention, if I'm being honest. It's something that's the responsible of the parents at the end of the day. If the parents are irresponsible, then that's their problem. For example, in my country they added a law about like finding whoever watches like movies and stuff without paying. I mean, yeah, it's fine and all, but how are you going to enforce that? Like, you can't keep track of millions of people. And they mostly do it for those who skip the subscription for football stuff anyway, so they won't they will not knock on the door of little Timmy who wants to watch Smiling Friends in their bedroom. That's not happening. Okay, so now that we have this one, I will try to do something like this. Wait, let me... Okay. There are other steps. Yeah. Sorry, I already read that. Really love what you're doing. Thank you. I'm trying to make it so we add some lighting to the overall piece. Although it may take a little bit because there are many different elements. I can see you put all your passion when you're drawing and when you speak. Yeah, I'm glad I can give that impression. How can I support you? Do you have a donate button? Yes, it's in the... you're on Twitch, so you can... If you go to the main page and click on... if you click on the name of the channel and go into information, there is a donate section. At the moment I can only use PayPal, so you need to have PayPal in order to support me, if you ever want to support me. It's not... I don't want to force it on anyone. Only do it if you really feel comfortable with making it. And if you do, we can check if the different notification works, because I should have a cool little animation for when a donation comes through. No, I need to reach a threshold before I can monetize both channels. It will take some time. So for now, the only way I can receive support is through direct donations. Let me know if you need help with doing that. Okay. See now. Shadows. Then could do okay. Some reason. Wait. Okay. Not sure why it's acting like this. Properties. Technical difficulties? No, I'm just because wait, let me show you the over here in the corner. So I want to tweak the colors of this one, right? And you can do it in two ways. One is directly change. Now you don't see you don't see the window that appeared, but I can change the colors like this. But the problem is that it changes the level itself. So what I want to do is add the same thing, but you see now it's a different level that allows me to change the colors without affecting the original layer. The problem is that for the one that I'm trying to make, which is hue and saturation, for some reason it doesn't appear it doesn't have the same the stuff I need to change, essentially, which is kinda weird. I could try make it. Wait, let me just repurpose it. Let me see if I can, if by closing and reopening it fixes. So we do UN saturation. Yeah, okay, now it fixed. Apparently closing and reopening the file fixed the issue. And we can the ultimate technical fix, exactly. And now I can tweak a little. And the cool thing about it is that it's not destructive on the original work. And it allows you to use also masks in which you can decide where the effect is applied, in which regions and in which others are unaffected. Now, let me I want to add some more shadows. So let's see if we can maybe because wait, let me see the others for reference. Yeah, it's much. They are much darker in terms of colors. This one is very, very bright. I need to tone it down a little bit. So I could do something like this again, and then Mr. Laurel, did you manage to do what you wanted to do? Hey, it works. Jesus Christ. Wait, are you serious? Am I reading it right? 50 euros. This is to support your fresh channel and to take it also as a screen message. Oh, thank you so much. This I didn't expect the first tip to be this generous. Thank you so much. It really gives a quite big boost in self-confidence and motivations. I'm really happy that you enjoy what I do as much as I do. Really, I cannot stress this enough. Thank you. It's really something that I did not expect. Really generous. I'm still thinking about it. I apologize. Really something that I definitely it definitely wasn't on my bingo card for today's stream. Okay, so now we are doing some wanted to make these changes. I need to find something that fits. Thank you again for the donation. Okay. Now I want to. Okay, let's see how it is in terms of. Yeah, I need to make the darker areas even darker. So. Oh yeah, I already did that. Okay. Now we can. Okay, let's do like. Yeah, something like this. And then. Let's see if I can find a better. Keep it up, I want to see you growing. Good luck, man. Thank you. Thank you again. This will definitely go into the funds for improving the channel. Okay. I am struggling a little bit in terms of making a good lighting but also good colors. It's not that easy with these many elements. Especially since this shadow over here is too brownish. So maybe I can do something like this, and then colorize, and then it won't be like this. 1 second, because then I can lower the opacity. And then switch back. Let's see the difference. A bit better, but it could be better. Let me see if I can now do some color balance. Shadows. Actually, if I midtones, shadows will do like warm colors. Wait, let me just do it in here. Okay, so we do highlights. They need to be bright yellow. Midtones and the greenish, and then the shadows, they need to be more on the reddish side, not too much though. Okay. Let's see the difference. Okay, a bit better. I'm having difficulties connecting Apple Pay to PayPal. I don't have my card on me. Hey, don't worry. You really don't need to. Just don't feel obligated to do it. It's perfectly fine. I don't want to beg for money around, you know what I mean? Let's make it more vibrant like this. Maybe it's a bit deep inside. Thank you. Yeah, don't worry. It's okay. You don't have to do it. Okay. I want to change the color of this butterfly thing because I think it's a bit too it doesn't mix very well with the rest. So I can just like this. Yeah, maybe something like this. That's more like it. And then maybe make it like a brown color. Brownish color, maybe. Not sure. Though I want to make the eyes also not just pitch black, but add something like this. Like, then we'll see how it goes. It may become too creepy, but I guess we'll see. So we can do some very dark, almost imperceptible something like this, maybe. So let's see if I can. Okay. Still not colorful enough. Let me see how it is compared with the... Yeah. It's not... I'm not too satisfied, especially with the brushes. Like, for example, this one, they are simpler, but with more artistic direction. So, what I'll try to do is continue from here and try to simplify the brushes. Maybe something sharper. Something like this. Maybe feels like there isn't a mask in this one, just a flower face. Maybe. Although, keep in mind that it's viewed frontally, so. Oops. So, well, here it's more like a mask, here too. I could try to make it more like a mask. I want to understand what I can change. Maybe... yeah, maybe I know why. I need to add some shading in the eyes. Maybe I can do it like this. Okay. And then maybe something along those lines. I don't know. Nah. Okay, let me think about this for a second. I really don't like this color for the shadow. Maybe with a green, a dark green. Maybe something like oh, okay, so tell you what, we can when there is too much going on, it's always sometimes best to just reset this part and do it all over again. Then add some colors and then try it again. So brightest point should be this part over here. Then from here, the darkest part should be over here. The green on this side. And then since I'm here, I will make these pink strokes on a different layer. I can always change them later. Because then I can okay, I can then lock this and make one area brighter and then one area darker, maybe with a bit more. Here, right, something like this, and then the lighter part something more of a, not yellow, but maybe pinkish vibes. Then here we need to make it this one brighter. Okay, let's try to flip the image, which always helps. Okay, I can already see some problems. second. Liquify. Then do the same thing here. Then there is the color of the flower here that I really do not like, so I'll try to fix it. Maybe make it you can make it darker, but I want to make it using a specific color. Yeah, I'm making some shadows to make everything more interesting. And here this. Then we can soften here. Yeah, it's already coming together, bit by bit, with patience. You can always reach any results you want. Just okay. Lower the opacity a little bit. And let's do some shadows here as well. Even if there are some difficulties, I'm having lots of fun designing this one. Okay. Now, let's try something like this. Okay. Now I will use the liquify tool to change some of the proportions. Okay. And then I'll try to draw over it this time. Maybe. Eh? Something delicate like a flower. However, I can try something different. Okay, let's do it like this, and then select only this part. I want to try something real quick. Okay, then Nah, never mind. I thought it was something cooler. Although I want to do something that adds on the... Like, instead of having just this single butterfly wing, maybe something like this. Nah. Or maybe something like... something like this. Perfect vision already. Yeah, just not make it one singular wing, but something like this, and maybe here change it slightly so it's something like that, maybe. Yeah, I think... I don't know, what do you think? Because if I do it like... Yeah, I think that can be something that's quite nice. Let me see the before and after. Before, after. It's a bit better, isn't it? Can always adjust it, but and then maybe make the eye, the shape of the eye, more similar to the one we need to make. Yeah, something along those lines. Wait, let me add some more shadows. Maybe this one make it slightly darker. I want to make, yeah, this side even darker. Maybe using this one? Nope. Let's try with this one. Yeah, and maybe add just a little bit of color dodge, not too much because it's can be very destructive. And we switch back to normal. Actually multiply some more color. And then we could make the butterflies a bit more interesting. This. Okay, and then yeah, now with some of these shadows, it's slowly but surely coming together. let me... We increase this one a little bit. See the level of... Yeah, the level of sketch is kind of the same. And here we can I think we can hide this one. Yeah, you see the lighting much better. It's not great, it's not the best, but like there's still lots of improvement, but again, this is purely for design and not the final product. Maybe even darker. This is this background music is really moody. I love it. Now let's switch it back. Okay. Let me add some filters real quick. Make it so the eye is more like the other in terms of shape. move this one more over here. Maybe make some color balance on this one. Make it more green, see how it goes. Let's fix this. Color balance. Then of course like this. Maybe I could try to change. Yeah, let's make something like this. Then add some blush. Course. here as well. Maybe some lighten? No. Maybe some screen? And some saturation. Add some yeah. I think something like this works pretty well. Maybe also here. Yeah, I think I kinda like this result. At least it's as faithful to the references as possible. Does she need a neck? I think the petals floating beneath her look good. She doesn't have a neck. The petals beneath are separated. She wouldn't have a neck. It's not very visible, but it's basically a floating head, floating petals, and floating thingy. Yeah. I kinda like the final result. What do you think? It was a bit tricky because flowers have many different shades of colors that blend in each other, and it can get quite difficult sometimes if you're not careful. Of course, this is just a really quick sketch. Once we'll go to the final result, we'll dedicate way more than just one life per mask, since we'll have to do it from scratch using these sketches as a reference. We'll do it in a different position with much more detail, much more polish. Staring into my soul. Yeah. Let me just I think something is not right with the eyes. One is much smaller than the other. Can try to maybe make the one a bit bigger. Yeah, something like this. Although, to be fair, I added the eyelids to make the eyes a bit closed, so it wouldn't make sense to make them. Yeah, something like this. You're not seeing it, but I am making a bit changes, which you'll see pretty soon. There we go. Now let me clean up over here. Like a smug child or something like that. Yeah, something like this. Pretty nice, isn't it? And then I was thinking, I'm adding a bit of special effects, but it's something that I have in mind for this one in the final result. It won't be part of this sketch, but I was thinking of, let me see if I can find it off the bat. Nope. 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 I have a shit ton of different brushes, some of which I basically... Oh, yeah, this one. Okay, let me see if... by adding... Yeah, make it big. And then make it like... I'll add something like this. Yeah, like some pollen. But this will be present in the final product, in the final render, not in the sketch. Now we need to convey the base idea. Once we'll do everything super detailed, not sketchy and stuff, this kind of effect is something you add at the very end to add that extra crisp, that extra detail that really bumps up the quality. It's essentially the equivalent of post-processing in video games. I mean, I could just leave it for flare purposes. Although, let me lower the... no. I mean, I can... Yeah, let's just remove them. I need to... Okay, 108. But, yeah, I think This one went pretty well. Now let me just make a screenshot and send it over to the Discord. Yeah, let's see what Katrina thinks. I really can't get over the donation, by the way. After this stream, I'll open a cold one in celebration. Let's see. Discord. And let's tag. There we go. Let's see what she'll say. The name was Niece Upcoming Field. Roaming Fields. I think she'll like it. I hope so. At least. Yeah. That's a pretty satisfying result. Now if we switch back to the reference, now let me just mark this one done, and we'll have the only two remaining ones. The Uncle of the Harvest and then Reaper of the Equinox. I think the next stream will be about the Uncle of the Harvest. Can wait to see your reaction to it and hear your feedback. I think that, yeah, this stream has been pretty fun. The design process went smoothly. Now let me just switch back. One moment. There we go. Well, I say this has been... Could you zoom in on references for the anchor? Oh yeah, sorry. Let me, switch back. So, it will be something not too different from Denise, but I wanted to make it so it's more mushroom themed. More like warm colors, autumn theme, and like make it so it's a mask of a fat, happy little guy. Maybe something like with fruits and stuff. I don't think it will be that easy to make, but I guess we'll see. What do you think? Can't wait? I can't wait either. It will be on Wednesday. So, let me switch back. Yeah, pretty productive day. We finished the mask. 2 more to go. I say a big thank you to Mr. Laurel for the very, 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 very generous donation. First donation of the channel. I didn't expect it to be this big, to be honest. But yeah, hopefully this will be the first of many in the coming months or maybe years. Hopefully we can get some more clarity on the Reaper soon. Yeah, I hope so too, because the current description is a bit vague, and I want to avoid making something that the creator doesn't like. So that will be something that I'll write on the Discord for sure. But that will be probably on Friday, if I finish in time the on-call on Wednesday. Well, having said that, I think this has been quite a nice stream. Of course, this won't be the last. There's still many more to go. We'll see how it goes. I'm really excited to see how this mod will progress. Having said that, this has been Devoid Executive. Thank you for coming to the company, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. See you on Wednesday, guys.